Hello, hello. So, I was thinking the other day, what the fuck happened to Spider-Man? Remember when traffic went by and made a lot of noise and I had to shut my window? Remember when Spider-Man was a cool thing? I remember these Sega Genesis games. You can see it here on the YouTube video. You had these Sega Genesis games, and they were really cool. So, Mr. Fantastic, this is for you. Anyway, so you had these games, and they were kick-ass, and you had the 90s Spider-Man, if I can type. I mean, there was a lot of good Spider-Man stuff growing up, and then like you look recently and you think like, what was the last good Spider-Man game that we saw, we played? Maybe Spider-Man 2, and then I don't know. I don't know. Those two new movies were really garbage. I mean, well, let's be fair. Like, the first one was okay. You know, it was, yo, they got to bring the shit back, and it kind of just turned out a movie again. You know, it was the same story. They didn't really change a lot. I thought it was fine. That second movie, I don't know. It was real dumb. Like, so Electro. Let me get this straight. Electro, this regular ass dude, falls in, gets bit by eels, and then has electrical powers. Like, these eels maybe were like modified or some shit. But he has electrical powers because of this, which is okay, you know, whatever. But like, why is he able to fly? Like, and he just like flies off the ground with his electrical powers. I don't really understand how this works. It was a bad movie. It was so bad that I think I've mostly deleted it from my memory. But man, those games on the Genesis were great, and that show was so great, and I'm sure the comic was great. Like, what, you know how cool it would be if they did something new and radical with Spider-Man. Like, hell, even a crossover would be okay. You know, like, even if it was just a good, some way they got Spider-Man to meet the X-Men. I don't care. Like, it'd be cool. It wouldn't make any sense, but who gives a shit? It's just a comic book. Do it for the entertainment value or whatever. You know, there's a million and one things. Spider-Man in the future, dudes with laser swords. I don't know. I'm not Stan Lee. Figure it out. All Spider-Man is boiled down to is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Every time it's the good doctor that's polluted by evil. And it's that over and over, which is fine, I guess, but like, I don't know. Like, I want to see something cool. Spider-Man's cool. Like, it was like one of the things I was super duper obsessed with growing up. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking about Spider-Man. I want to watch a good Spider-Man movie. Like, they need to do like a Smallville thing with Spider-Man. I don't see why they would make another one of those Spider-Man movies that they're working on now. Like that, if they had I don't know. Or it'll come out and it'll be freaking awesome and all like Spider-Man again. That's really what I want to believe. But like, I think they need to shut that shit down right now. No more of that crap. Ugh. Those were bad. If you give me a really kick-ass action movie, if you're watching me right now, like, just make it really badass and really, like, a lot of action. Um, because that's, like, I don't know. Unless you're confident you can tell a great story after the last two hunks of shit, like, I don't know that I care. And that's a lot because I'm the biggest Spider-Man nerd ever. So I don't know. Food for thought. This is for the Gabe's Brain channel. If you like it, subscribe, share with your friends. This is kind of a channel I started recently because I think a lot about whatever, and I just needed a place to put my thoughts. Sometimes they don't come out as good as when I first conceived the thought, but whatever. I just hope something. I'm just doing this randomly. I don't really expect anything to come out of it, but this is just where I'm dumping off my ramblings.